My name is Brock. I'm with the group called Mass Action Against Police Brutality out of Boston. We've been one of the groups that help support these families and help bring these families together. Here on the Washington Monument, we felt it was important to do something on this day because the fight against police brutality is one of the central civil rights issues of our time. This is truly a family-led event. We've been meeting over months to get to this point, so it's good to finally be here, and we hope the weather cooperates. Actually, the rain isn't so bad because it's blistering hot. And now, this fight is broadened out, so we see even more walks of life coming together. We encourage it, embrace it all, but also, understand the central role that the fight for black rights, black liberation is in this country and in this particular fight. But that's opened up a whole new awakening in this country, and out of that we've seen more possibilities for families to come together and join their struggles together. So just want to salute all of you, families who have had to bear this pain, but you continue to fight. When you fight, stand up for your loved one. You're not only standing up for your loved one, but for the rights of everyone.
I'm from Genesonia, Arkansas. My son was only 17 years old, and he was shot and killed by a police officer. And I believe that he should be held accountable, just like any one of us would. They're trying to reinstate him, and that's not how it should be. I miss him. I love him. He was my favorite boy. This is a tragedy that nobody should have to go through, and it's very hard to. It's very hard to deal with. It's very hard to emotionally. I miss him. I love him. That's all I gotta say. Justice for Hunter!
Justice for Hunter!
Hi, my name is Roxanne. I am Augustine Morales' mother. Augustine was shot and killed by SAC PD on November 14th, 2020. He was shot in the back. The officer unloaded his weapon and hit Augustine 11 times in his back. These are his grandchildren. He left behind 2 children and 1 unborn child that he didn't even know he was going to have. This one will remember him. This one will probably forget it unless we keep playing the videos and his voice. But we need to have justice. Hunter needs justice. All those faces that you saw on these chairs, we need justice. Everybody says, I want justice, I want justice. I don't want justice, I need it. I need justice. I need my sons. I need to have peace. I don't have peace. I know you don't have peace. None of us have peace that have lost our children or our loved ones by police brutality. You'll never have peace again. Having them pay, having them take responsibility, having them charged for murder is the only peace that we will find. And then again, that's not going to bring us that peace because our children, our loved ones are gone forever. So I know we all stand together in solidarity when we talk about till we win. When we win, we will all stand together and we will all, for every single case that is nationwide, not just those that are here, nationwide, we will rejoice for every single one of them. Like George Floyd, we all rejoiced. We will rejoice with you when you get your justice. Thank you.
Justice for Augustine!
Justice for Augustine!
Hello everyone, I'm Jalen Cedillo, Jesse Cedillo's sister. My brother was killed March 14th, 2020. He was shot at a total of 15 times. I don't even know how to begin to explain The officer lured him out under a car, and as soon as he came out, like he was told, he shot him. The second he came out, my brother put himself into a ball on the ground, and the officer continued to shoot him. They lied about his case and planted a gun on him that they could never show, they could never prove to us. Last year, same day, his murder was justified.
Yeah, this is the anniversary of it.
So this is his anniversary. When we tried to go to the DA's office, he would not let me and my sister go in to the office with my mom. So that right there just shows you, sorry. That right there just shows you how disgusting they are. The police, I will say, are one of the biggest gang members in the United States of America. They're allowed to have weapons to kill us and refrain us, and so we have nothing. We can't protect ourselves, we can't do nothing, and I think that's the most disgustingest thing in the world, that our girls and our boys are labeled as thugs and gangsters because they say they have guns or weapons, but it's okay for a white officer or a black or an Asian officer to kill us in cold blood. But it's our right to bear arms, and they're afraid of someone who doesn't have a badge or a gun. So, I don't know, I'm very nervous, so thank you for listening.
I just wanted to say real quick, my son was Jesse's video, as you know. It's been a really long battle. We got the video, the video was put out before we even knew that my son was dead. They played it that morning and they blocked him out. They blurred him, so their narrative was that he was running towards the cop with the gun. I found the person who had taken it and sent it to the news. And we posted it on my daughter's page the next day. He clearly was not running at an officer. His hands were up. I have showed the video, I have dissected the video, like me and my daughter have a million times, and he never had a gun. What he had in his hand was his phone. He was trying to take what they were doing to him. They said he had stolen a car. And it turns out he didn't. His friend stole the car. He was in the car. Does that equal a death sentence? No, it doesn't equal a death sentence. In this country, we are supposed to have a justice system where you get arrested, you get tried, and you get convicted. But in this, now, I'm the judge, jury, and executioner. After this officer shot my son, he called him a motherfucker 3 times. 3 times. They told the officer, good shot, after he shot my son. They told him, good job, bro, good job, bro. You did the right thing, good job, bro. The officer didn't even know if he had got the right person. He wanted to go back to his car because he said, let me go back to my car because let me see if I got the right person.
Because he was with his friends.
Because he was with his friends. And then after that became the smear campaign to crucify a 20-year-old boy. He had been in trouble, and they took everything as a juvenile that he had ever done, which was break a window, and he dug a hole, and then they said he was a career criminal. How can a 20-year-old be a career criminal? He was 20. And they have made our life miserable since. My daughter, they pull her over every about once a month. They would follow me. I called the sheriff's department and said, why are you following me? Because we heard you were going to incite a riot. And I said, wow, okay. Because I have 5 people at my marches? Because that's about what I get at my marches. You know, in our town, nobody wants to go against the police whatsoever. We have had 36 killings since 2012. And every single one was justified. Every single one. There are cops in our town who multiple kill. We have one who shot one person, a month later shot 2 people, and the year before had shot a person. And he's still a police officer. No justifications for that. Come on, one shooting. But to me, no shootings are ever justified, because if you could take a criminal out who shoots two cops, and you take them without killing them. You could do that for everybody. There is a way out for them with everything. They pick and choose who they kill. And that's just it. They pick and choose who they want to kill. If it's that I had a bad day, my ass is too fat to run after somebody, whatever it is, they pick and choose who they kill. And, you know, you spoke for the families like on an emotional type level, and I was so much like that last year, and now I'm just pissed now. I'm just angry. And now I'm ready to just fight because I'm just angry because they keep doing it and this kid dying just, what, 2 days ago here? It's another indication of it's not stopping. They don't care. Yeah, here right in D.C. So there's no better time for us to be here in D.C. than right now because they just took a kid. So there's no better time than right now.
Justice for Jesse. Now is the time.
I'm Jen, and this is my dad, Evan. My brother Justin was killed February 7, 2020. He was shot over 30 times at point-blank range. A misunderstanding or a situation that got blown out of proportion happened down in front of his mental health center. The police chased him, his car crashed, he stumbled out and then stumbled into the mulch, and a former EMT was there and she ran to help him and was at his side, and the officers came with their guns running and told her to run. One of those officers went up and kicked him, and then 5 to 6 officers from 5 to 6 feet away shot 31 bullets. And then afterwards, the officer said, I killed the mother F. I emptied my magazine on him. Those are not words of people who were just afraid for their life. You don't get to be judge, jury, or executor, ever. So there's one question that I have been posing, which is, when the police kill, should they judge themselves? Almost everybody says no. So it's now time for the public, when they say no, that we make sure that our politicians know that we do not want that.
That's right. That's right.
It starts right there. Because I never knew that they investigated themselves. That's not impartial, it's not transparent, it's always their narrative, it's always skewed, and tons of lies. We've come together because we are saying no more. We don't want any more families to join us in this horrible, horrible, horrible place. Tears me up every single day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Not much to add to that, except that to protect and serve, and the communities that said, you've heard it so many times, we want good relations between the police and the communities. Well, that can only happen with accountability. Accountability is so essential to get that in this nation, and that this movement here brings about a change. So we're very touched with this, that you're all out here today joining in this. Most of you have participated in it in a way that you're not happy about it, for sure. But I think if we can get them to be held accountable through some kinds of legislation and laws to change the way it is now. It has happened in some states, Wisconsin, for instance. So let's do it.
Hi, my name is Elaine Simons, and I'm from Seattle, Washington. On May 31st, 2019, my foster son, Jesse Saray, was having a mental health crisis. And when somebody should have showed up and offered help, instead he was met with violence. Tomorrow, his brother, Colton, Surratt Hart is going to join us. He was 14 at the time. This is going to be his first national rally to join hundreds of people, and his cousin Kanisha is also flying in. I want to say that Washington State has really worked hard on reforms. We have passed a lot of new laws. Our time now is to hold the police accountable and make sure that those laws are watched and they're overlooked. The one that I'm really passionate about is 5051, which is decertification. The reason I believe in this law is because Jesse was number 3. If Jeff Nelson was arrested or held accountable under the first killing, Brian Saccharin, Jesse could be alive. If Jeff Nelson was held accountable after the second killing, Isaiah Obed, Jesse could be alive. Yep, he's a serial killer. We also are a very blessed family because of I-940. A year ago, 2 days, Officer Jeff Nelson was arrested and charged with second-degree murder and first-degree assault. We're hoping that this sets precedents not only for the state of Washington, because this is our first murder trial in 30 years of a police officer. We hope it sets precedents across the nation that all cases be open. All families will get their day in the courts. I truly, really hope that for you guys. I feel like I won the lottery, and I don't say that without humility. But Jesse was shot, he was down, he was defenseless, and the cop came and did a second kill shot 4 seconds later. Unnecessary. So thank you to all the people that have put this together. Thank you for letting us have this chance. Justice for Jesse Saray.
Justice for Jesse Saray. Well, we're here. We made it here. So, I'm here representing DJ Henry, my grandson. He was shot and killed by police 10 years ago. The scenario was so much from what I hear. You know, the police violently kill somebody, and the cover-up is made, the investigation is done, and he's cleared. I mean, it's tough to see a police officer with a bulletproof vest, a gun, a taser, a nightstick, killing somebody because he fears for his life against an innocent, unarmed individual. So this is what we're dealing with. DJ's murderer, Aaron Hess, police officer in upstate New York, got his pension and left, well, he retired. But the investigation was so soiled that we fought like we're doing now. And the case has been, I'm not going to say reopened, but the case is being investigated to be reopened. Because there was so much evidence that grand juries don't see when our families get killed. They don't hear all the stuff that happens. And this is the thing that we're here for. Not just the police shooting, but the investigations afterwards, how they cover it up. In DJ's case, the first officer shot the second officer that was on the hood of his car and shot through the windshield. He saw this man as an aggressor. Being dark, he didn't know that he was shooting at was a police officer. Shot him in the knee. All the stories came out that he was injured by DJ's car. How his knee got injured. Not that he got shot. All the way to the hospital. EMTs covered this up. Wasn't a bullet wound. He was damaged by the vehicle. So this is how deep the cover-up is that we're against with this blue shield that we're trying to tear down. You know, our family members are gone, but we can fight for those that are still here. Make sure that they know that we know that it's more than just the guys in blue. It's the DAs, it's the investigators, and we do no longer accept the fact that you're going to investigate yourself. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It sucks
that they're trying to make us feel that we're powerless against this situation, but we're not. Because we put them in office, we can take them out of office. We have to demand justice for the people all around. Justice for the people all around. So I thank everybody, I thank Brock and the whole family of Mass Action for letting this thing happen. It takes a lot of work to bring this together. Thank God that we're fighting the battle. We're not going to quit. I know a lot of us get depressed, you get disgusted, you just roll over in your bed and you say, I don't want to get up. But the battle is we got to fight for Sebastian, we got to fight for St. Augustine, we got to fight for DJ, we got to fight for Justin Luke, we got to fight for all those voiceless folks. And there's so many families that lost loved ones that don't have the finances to speak up. But we got to speak up. Thank you. Thank you.
Justice for DJ Henry!
Hello everybody, my name is Earl Lewis. I'm the cousin of William Chapman. William Chapman was killed April the 22nd, 2015. But I want you to know, for y'all, we gotta win. Cop went to jail, right? And we got out of jail, we fought him again, all the way to Virginia Supreme Court. So I want you to know, in Virginia, we stood up. And we will continue to stand. And right now, I'm traveling around the country, right, to show everybody how we can do this. Now, along with that, guess what? We went to civil court, we still got our million. 1 million, that wasn't no money. But the thing about it, let them know you can't kill our families. Okay? The way we fight in Virginia, we organize and we fight together. Okay? I fight with the community, but we fight together. Black Lives 757, that's why they came up here with me. That's what the deal is. And we ain't scared to travel. Okay? When we show up, we make the news because they know we coming. You know? That's real. So I want you to know, William Chapman II, we got to win in Portsmouth, Virginia. Okay? This cop killed 2 people. 2 people. Almost the same date, just a few years apart. So your hurt and your pain, it can, if we come together. You brought us together, we stay together. One family, one team. One family, one team. Say it. One family,
one team. One family, one team.
And now that I'm part of y'all team, guess what? Right? Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. I'm retired. Let's get it. Okay? Let's get it. Right? That's what it's all about. Remember William Chapman? I know it's raining a little bit. I want nobody to get wet. But we're going to stay here till y'all leave, right? And we can win. Okay?
We're gonna win.
In Virginia, we on y'all team. We on y'all team. Thank you very much. Woo!
Yeah, man. I remember this brother. We've been at it for a while, so it's good to this is really a combination of many years of fighting. So many years these fights have gone isolated, and, in the news, and then they get swept under the rug. That's what the reopening case demand is. We're saying, no, you cannot sweep this under the rug. All these cases must be prosecuted.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Debbie Bush. I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
Welcome.
Thank you. And my nephew, Marquise Jones, was shot in the back in 2014 by an officer named Robin C. He was involved in a fender bender which he was not the driver, but decided he wanted to go home because he didn't want an altercation with his police officer. Because we learned later he had an altercation with the same police officer 2 weeks before he was killed by him. He was shot at 9 times, 1 bullet hit him in the back, and he was dead before he hit the ground. I've been fighting this for 8 years, and finally, with George Floyd and everything, and we're demanding all the cases in San Antonio be reopened, he decided to resign, but that's not enough for me. I need him to go to jail because I'm tired of police thinking they are the judges, jury, and executioners of our loved ones. Who gave them that right? Qualified immunity did. So we need to stop, we need to stand together and keep going and keep this movement going because they can't shut all of us up. It's impossible. Now, everything is on video, everything is on social media, and they cannot continue to get away with this. And everybody that thinks it won't happen to them, I guarantee you, everyone out here didn't know it was going to happen to them. That's right. So we got to fight for us, future generations, and make this world better. Because the police, they are crooked and hiding behind their union. They do whatever they want to the citizens of this country and feel like nothing will happen to them. That stops them. Yeah. And we're still fighting to get him out the court, get him put in jail because he's a murderer. My fight continues because I have kids. My son has brothers and sisters that I have to protect.
That's right.
It's okay. It's okay. That's right. So we've been out here fighting since day one. And we're going to keep fighting until I see this man behind bars. No matter what I do, as long as I'm breathing, I'm going to be here fighting. Thank y'all.
All right. Stay strong.
How long? How long? How long?
All right, let's give it up to these families from San Antonio, Texas.